Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of PhotoBiz Live. This is Danny from the PhotoBiz team, and today I'm going to be joined by Paul from our Passionate Support team, and Paul is going to be teaching you guys, going over some frequently asked questions that we have about our Flash HTML system. So Paul has been working with the Passionate Support team for quite a while here. Many of you have probably spoken with Paul whenever you've called in here or had a chance to attend one of the other webinars he has taught. So he's got a great, real quick, awesome presentation planned for you today, and I'm going to let him jump right into it. But first, we're just going to go over a couple of housekeeping notes. So if you guys do have any questions, we do have live question and answer after the presentation, and you can just submit your questions using the chat tool. We do also have this webinar with a hashtag on Twitter if you want to join the discussion using the hashtag PhotoBizLive. So go ahead and get social and jump on Twitter using that hashtag, or you can tweet at us directly with @PhotoBiz. If you have any audio-visual concerns, just go ahead and message me directly through the chat window, and I'll go ahead and do my best to troubleshoot any kind of concerns you're having if you can't see the screen or you're unable to hear the audio. Also, we are going to have a replay available on YouTube. We know that's a very commonly asked question. We do have the videos online on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PhotoBiz. So I do recommend heading over there and clicking the subscribe button to our channel. That way you can see any kind of videos that we upload to our channel as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hand things over to Paul, let him get started on today's webinar. And again, we asked if you just hold all questions to the end of the webinar. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Danny, very much, everyone. My name is Paul A. with the very passionate support team here at PhotoBiz, and I have the absolute pleasure in discussing our frequently asked questions that typically get addressed to our PhotoBiz support team here in the office. So what we'll be talking about today are a couple of things. What are the recommended image dimensions for your website? How can I link my social media to my website? How can I embed video on my website? Couple of other things here. How can I add galleries to a drop-down menu along with sub-menus? How do I manage music on my website? And how to manage my account. All right, so I'd love to get started with you all. Let's go ahead and kick it off. One of the most frequently asked questions is, what size should I resize my images to fit on my website? Actually, our uploader, the image uploader through PhotoBiz, does automatically resize during the upload. So the majority of the time, you'll be able to just go ahead and upload your image as is. However, if you do want to know exact sizes for the portfolio site and the biz site, the gallery images are 1,500 pixels wide by 865 pixels tall. Now the biz site marquee banner images for marquee pages and marquee plus pages are 1,200 pixels wide and 350 pixels tall. So pretty easy there. Again, you should just be able to upload your image as is and it will take care of it for you. However, here are the dimensions that it actually gets compressed down to. All right. Now, as we all know, social media has become a very important part of our web presence online. And a lot of the times we do have customers calling in and asking, how can I link my Facebook, Twitter pages, and other social media outlets to my website? And here I want to walk you through an example of how you can do that. So as you see in front of you, you can tell that this is the control panel. This is the Flash HTML control panel. And all you would have to do to add a social media icon will be to click the settings icon. On the next page, it'll bring up the settings for you, and you will see that the last menu item here is icon settings. All you would have to do is click on icon settings, and this page will appear. Now the top part here, you'll see that there are different color options specifically for Flash only. And then down below, you'll see that you can click to add an icon. Also, I did want to note here, we do have a video tutorial on this page that is very helpful in instructing you on how to add a social media icon, and it's great because you're able to play, pause, and replay it whenever you'd like to learn at your own pace. So what I would like to do now is take the opportunity and actually show you a live example of how to go ahead and add a social media icon. All right, so here we are, and a lot of you will notice this page here. This is the web pages page. This is where you actually will add your different pages, your music, and upload your images to the pages here. But to add an icon, all you do again is you click settings, Go down, click on Icon Settings, and you'll see that you have Add Icon right here. So once I click it here, you'll notice a number of different social media icons here. Today I'm going to add a Facebook and a Twitter icon. Now, all I would have to do is click on the Facebook icon, and then I'd need to put in the URL. Easy way to get the URL would be to actually go to the page that you're wanting to share, copy the website address or the URL up at the top, go back into my control panel, and paste it right on in. Here you have the option to open in a new window or open in the same window. I like to leave it in a new window. This way, once they exit out of the window, your website will still be up in the background. And you also have the ability to disable music. So if you have music playing on your website and somebody clicks on the social media icon, if you have it disabled, that means the music will stop in the background. So now I'm going to click Add, and as you can see, it has been successfully added. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you what that will look like. As you can notice down here, there is the Facebook icon, but you see it is in the grayscale. A lot of the times, a customer does call in asking if the color can be changed. I actually really enjoy leaving it as the original icon color, so I can click on that, update my icon color settings. Then you'll see that it's down here now and it pops a little bit more. Click on it, and here is my Facebook PhotoBiz page that pops right up for us. Pretty easy, right? So next I'm going to show you real quick how easy it is to just add one more. And you can add really as many as you want here. For example, here's Twitter. Here's my Twitter URL. I'm going to copy that. Paste it right on in. Open a new window. Tooltip. What Tooltip will do for you is you can type in a little caption, and I will show you what that does for you. So as we take a preview, if someone places their mouse over the icon that you place a tooltip on, you'll see that it actually provides a little caption of what that is. So now you all know exactly how to add a social media icon to your website. We frequently have questions about how can I add video to my website. This is not a hard process at all. It's actually quite simple to do. The video would have to be hosted elsewhere. YouTube, Vimeo, Animoto, somewhere else that actually provides you embedded code to be able to place on your website is what you'll want to take the video from. And just to note here, we actually have a knowledge base article that walks you through how to take embedded code from YouTube, Vimeo, and Animoto and place it into your website. And to get to that knowledge base article, all you would have to do is click Support, click the knowledge base icon, simply type in Embed Video, and you will see how you can insert embedded video into your PhotoBiz website. Again, very, very helpful tool. Now, these are actually text instructions that will walk you through how to embed video using YouTube, Vimeo, and Animoto. I really feel like it's to all of our advantage to actually see a live example, so I did want to show you that as well. There are a couple of different ways that you can add video to your website. Two different ways. You can add an external link, or you can add an embedded link on your Flash HTML control panel. Okay, so really the difference there is if you just have one video that you want to link to your website, an external link would be ideal. So all I would have to do underneath the web pages icon is click the drop down menu, add an external link, click the plus button to add one of them, and you will see that it actually adds it down at the bottom for you. Now if I wanted to place it higher, I can go ahead, drag my image, drop it up, click on the extra external link and name it whatever I'd like. I want to make it visible and click Update. Now here's a very important part, the URL settings for this external link. If this is going to be a video, I don't want it to be a standard link because personally I would rather play my video right on the page instead of forwarding the website over to YouTube or Vimeo themselves. So I'm going to embed this. So I'm going to select Embedded Link, and here is the box where I am able to paste my embedded code. I'm also able to place a link caption here, and here are the fields for the width and height, which I'm going to show you right now exactly how to get those numbers so it fits well into your website. Okay, I'm going to show you a live example of how to embed a video from YouTube. I already have my video pulled up in YouTube, so all you'd have to do is search for that video, and you would follow along this way. Here's a share button down here. Now you can click share and it will provide you a direct link to go into YouTube to see the video. However, I want to actually embed it into my website so it plays on the website. You'll notice here there is an embed button. I'm going to click on that, and here's the code. That all you'd have to do now is actually click on it, copy it. So I'm going to be able to copy this whole code so I can paste it in. One thing to note here, on YouTube it actually shows you the size that it's going to be, and you have other sizes that you can pick from. I'm going to leave it at 560 wide by 315 tall. Again, I'm going to copy the code, and I'm going to paste the code directly into here. Notice here, if you forgot what the height and width are in YouTube, you'll see the numbers here. Here's the width, 560, and here's the height, 315. And just like that, my video will be on your website as an external link. So you'd actually be able to go in, click right on my video, and it will play directly on there. Your other option, maybe you have multiple videos that you actually want to show on your website, and a lot of folks out there do. What I would do in this case is add an embedded link. Now what this would do for you is actually create a page where you can place multiple links on one page to go to different videos. Okay, so I click on extra embedded link after I've added it, go to details. Again, the settings for background music, I usually like to disable it, meaning any music in the background will stop once I open this link up, and I'll click update. Notice also you can enter in search engine optimization meta tags on this page, but for now I'm just going to show you exactly how to add the link in. So to add a video on an embedded link page, I'm going to click add embedded link, and you'll notice here, maybe I'll put wedding video. Again, I'm going to grab the embedded content. This time, maybe I want it to be 640 by 360. I'm going to copy this code, paste it directly back in. I can place a link caption here. Again, here's my width and my height. I can also place a description of the specific video on this page if I'd like to. I would click update. And what this is doing for us now is it's creating a page on your menu that says My Videos that can be clicked on. It would open up a page where you can actually have multiple videos on the page. Okay. Another important part that I would like to touch on here, you'll notice that there is an image tab up here. You can actually click on the image tab and upload an image that would represent, or thumbnail image to represent placement of that video. So someone would actually be able to click on the thumbnail to view the video. And you'll notice, again, this is the embedded links page where you can add multiple videos. I just showed you a very basic step here, but if I had thumbnails, the thumbnail would sit here, and it would say wedding video next to it. The other thumbnail would sit here, and I would have two videos on this one specific page. Again, you can have multiple videos on this page and really show off all your video work if you'd like to. All right, let's go ahead and keep it moving here. Now I'm going to show you some live examples for the rest of this time. We're going to go over adding drop-down menus and submenus, managing music on your website, and also managing the My Account section of the control panel. So let's go ahead and get into that. We frequently get called up and everyone wants to know, how do I add galleries into my page and have sub-galleries? Very similar to how I have information here and then about us and testimonials directly under it. Okay, so they want to be able to know how to create this effect. Information, about us, testimonials. A lot of folks like to categorize their galleries, so I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Now, to begin with, we want to create the drop-down. Okay, so all you'd have to do, again, is click on this drop-down box located under Web Pages, click Add Drop-Down Menu, and click this blue plus button for one drop-down menu. And you'll see it's located here. I'm going to delete this. So I have my extra drop-down menu located right here. And what I'm going to do here is name it Galleries. And I do want to make it visible. And instead of having it all the way on the end of my menu, I want it to be located right next to my information. So as you can see, by placing my mouse over it, this is a drop-down menu. Now, it's not going to work at all on your website until you add something into the drop-down menu. Okay, so as you can see here, it doesn't even show, and it's not going to show anything at all until you actually add submenus within it. In this case, I want to add my galleries. So I'm going to click the drop-down menu up here and add gallery pages. Now I know that I'm going to want to add a weddings gallery, a portraits gallery, and a families gallery, say. So those three I can just simply mark here for the quantity, put 3 in, and the blue plus button. And now you will see I have a couple of different extra galleries down here. Now I'm going to rename these real quick, and I'm sure most of you out there know how to do this. I'm going to click on an extra gallery, go up to Details, and name this Weddings. Keep it visible, update. I will name this one Families, update. Then here, I'm going to name this one, let's just say Portraits. Great. So now I have my 3 galleries here. I don't have any images uploaded into them yet. However, I can do that later on. But for now, all I want to do is create a menu with submenus in it. So here's my gallery. All you would have to do from this point is actually click and hold down your mouse on the green arrows next to the gallery, and you want to drag it up and over to the right a little bit and drop it right in. And you'll notice that now the weddings gallery is within the gallery's drop-down menu. So I'm going to do that for the rest. All 3 are here. And then from here, if I wanted my weddings to go first, just drag and drop up, so on and so forth. So now I have a drop-down menu with 3 galleries in it, and you can create as many galleries or submenus as you'd like to. Let's show you how that works. All right, now you see my information one that I've already had there, and here are my new galleries. Now I have no images uploaded here, but of course I'd be able to click on it and go through my images. All right, so that was pretty easy. And again, please keep in mind, if you ever forget how to do anything, you can easily pick up the phone and give us a call at support, and we'll be more than happy to assist you as much as possible. All right, the next thing that I'd like to share with you is actually how to manage music on your website. Now music it really depends on your taste and how you want to present your website to everybody. So not everybody likes music. Some people love music. Some people it is very important to. So I did want to show you how to do it. Now I actually already have a song uploaded here, but I did want to show you how to upload it. You'll notice in your PhotoBiz control panel, now it doesn't matter what product you're on, if it has the ability to have music, you will always upload your music directly into the music PDF area up here on the top of your control panel, located right next to the log out button. Okay, so here I would actually be able to browse and find my music on my computer, select that song to upload it. Now one important thing to keep in mind here is that in order for the music to fit into your website, it can't be larger than 2 megabytes. And this is mainly because we want to make sure that your website runs at an optimal speed and everything works perfectly with it. And 2 megabytes is a great size to be able to maintain the functionality of your website. Okay, because if the file is way too large, and if one of your website viewers are on maybe a slower connection, it can interfere with trying to load that music on their slower connected computer. So with a 2 megabyte file and lower, it would actually be an optimal size for the website. So if your song happens to be too large, the system will let you know your song's too large. You'll have to compress it And we actually have a link that you can click on right here to go to a free music optimizer converter website and download it there, and it would actually convert your music into a smaller file where you'd be able to successfully upload it to your website. Okay, and when you go, and the program is called Switch, and when you do go to it, here are the options, or here are the recommended settings for Switch. Another point to give to you here, if you take a look up at support, again at the knowledge base, and type in Switch, here's a knowledge base article that will show you how to convert your music files using Switch. So after you have your song uploaded, say I wanted to place a song in my home page. All I would have to do is highlight the home page, click on Details, and then Slideshow Music. Now you'll see from the music selection area that you're able to upload 3 songs per home page or gallery. All you'd have to do is actually click the drop-down menu. Any music that you have uploaded you will see under Your Selections. Here's my song right here, Your Uploaded Song. Another very important part to point out is that that song has to be an MP3 file. It's the only thing the system will accept is an MP3 file. All I'd have to do is select my song and click Update. Now if I just wanted this song to play the whole entire time on my website and not switch and just continuously loop that song, all I would have to do is add this one song to my home page, hit Update, and I'm ready to go. Also, please keep in mind, anytime you make changes to your website at all, whether it's adding social media icons, embedding video, adding music, after you click Update, you'll want to go ahead and republish the website. This will actually make any changes that you have made go on your live website. So next time if you are making changes and you go to your website and you're not seeing those changes, always make sure that you went ahead and republish the website so that can be live. All right, so I updated here. I would go in, I would click Publish, click both Flash and HTML, and I would Publish Now to go ahead and make that change live. So now what would happen is I'd be able to go to my website and that one song would play in a loop since that's the only song I have here. Now, if I wanted to add a different song to my weddings, all I would have to do is click on Weddings, again go to Details, Slideshow Music, and then I would have the ability to choose from any one of my selected songs that I may have uploaded or choose from any of the songs that are already listed in your PhotoBiz account. So if I wanted 3 songs to play on one gallery, I can certainly do that. It would go through one, then the other, then the other. Again, if I just wanted one song the whole time, I would simply add it to my home page and have it loop continuously. Now if I'm on the home page and then I go to my weddings and my weddings has a song on it, the song from the home page would stop and would start the wedding song. All right, so very, very easy to do. Again, if you have any questions about it, you can always give us a call and we'll be more than happy to assist. Next part, the last part here that I really wanted to speak with everyone about today would be the importance of my account. I think this is overlooked a lot and maybe never even touched on within a lot of customers' accounts out there, but there is some very valuable information in here. So if we go to My Account, you'll notice that you have several different tabs here. Okay, the login information is the first tab. This is where it has my email address and my password, and this is actually used to log in to my PhotoBiz account. Note also that this email address that you have here is also going to be the same email address that we send all of our support or billing related questions to you. So it is very important to make sure that this email address is up to date, not down, because you may be missing out on some very important information that we are trying to send to you from PhotoBiz. I think one of the great things about PhotoBiz and our plans is giving our customers the ability and the flexibility to be able to go from one plan to another with literally a couple clicks of the mouse. So Account Plan will actually show you the different plans that are available in your PhotoBiz account. And all you'd have to do is simply click on another plan and be able to go from one to another. Also, take note up here, there is a Change Plan button right up at the top of your PhotoBiz account next to Log Out. Also, please keep in mind that if you are changing your plan, which is super easy to do, if you need to upgrade your plan, you can do so. It's going to be prorated for you. And then if you wanted to downgrade your plan, you can literally do it the next day if you wanted to, or the following month. So there is nothing tying you down to one specific plan. All you have to do is make sure that the amount of images uploaded to your PhotoBiz account is supported by your monthly plan that you are on. The next part is also very important, billing information. Now this is going to provide information about you to us over here at PhotoBiz. So your company name, first and last name, of course, home, phone, address, all of that's going to be placed in here. The phone number to us is very important because we do frequently reach out to our customers, make sure everything is okay, and the only way that we can make sure that we can contact you at a good number would be through this area here. So if anyone wants to take a look at your PhotoBiz account, go to billing information and make sure all this information here is correct so we can make sure our records are correct as well. And we really do appreciate that. A lot of the times our customers will call in, and our security verification policy is that we get your first and last name, your account ID, and also the last 4 digits of your credit card number on file. And this is, of course, for your protection. And you may be on your computer, but maybe your wallet's not on you, or your purse isn't on you, and you don't have your credit card right in front of you, but you're logged into your PhotoBiz account, and that's perfectly fine. All you would have to do is click on My Account, and then Payment Information. Payment information, you actually have the ability to go ahead and place in new credit card information if you'd like to update it. And also you'll see here that it can provide you the last 4 digits of the credit card number on file. Now it is encrypted, so for your security, no one here at PhotoBiz or if anyone else happens to get into your account would be able to see the whole number on file, but it would provide you the last 4 digits of the credit card number on file to be able to provide us that information so we can log into your account with you and provide you any kind of assistance that you may need. The next field is the payment history field. Here it's great because it actually provides you detailed information of your monthly payment or any kind of upgrades that you may have done. Maybe you just purchased the store a couple of months ago, but for your records needed to find out exactly when that happened. You'd be able to follow along here and find out any products that you purchased, your monthly plan, any change of plans. All that information would be recorded right there. The virtual credit area is going to provide you information if you have any virtual credit on your account to go towards your monthly plan or a product that you may have coming in the future. Any kind of virtual credit that you may have is going to be right there. Photo space usage, I think this is very important as well. This is going to provide you all the areas on your website where it's possible for you to have photos uploaded. Okay, so maybe you're in the situation where you want to know exactly where you can shave off some images. Maybe you forgot about something. You'd be able to go into photo space usage and identify exactly where I have my images located. So as you can see here in my HTML5 gallery, I have 288 images. Okay, I also have images in my Flash HTML, file uploads. In my cart, I do see quite a number of people that have images from years ago still in their cart or their store system and didn't know it and are able to identify exactly where those images are that you've been missing this whole time right through the photo space usage area. A couple of other things that I definitely wanted to point out to you. We do have a video tutorials area right at the top here, and this video tutorial would actually show you our tutorials on each of our products. So if I wanted to look through something at my own pace, maybe it's the weekend and you want to learn how to manage a testimonials page in your Flash HTML control panel, and since our support team is closed on the weekends, you'd be able to refer to the video tutorials and go at your own pace to see the different instructions through the video tutorials. Also, one other area here is we have support at the very top. Again, we have video tutorials, the knowledge base, which is very helpful. We have a ton of different knowledge base articles in here that can really provide you valuable information. Sometimes, folks don't want to pick up the phone and talk to anybody. They just want to go ahead and do it on themselves, and this knowledge base is a great place to be able to do that. All right, everything else looks great here. At this point, I'd like to go ahead and turn it over to Danny, and we'll continue from there. Thank you, everyone.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us and attending today's webinar. So now we are going to switch over to our question and answer session. So if you do have any questions, just go ahead and type them in the chat box. I know Paul did a great job of explaining everything, so I don't see too many questions out there right now, which is totally fine, which means Paul just did a great job. So if you do have any questions, we will take this time now to go ahead and answer your questions for you.
All right, I do see a question here from Celeste. And Celeste, your question is, can you put your Facebook page icon anywhere else on your website? Now, the icon is very specific to your to the template that you choose. Okay, so there's not really a way to switch it around on the website. However, if you want to maximize the exposure of your your social media on your website, you can always add an external link. So this kind of goes back. I wanted to show you real quick here. Let me show you something. I'm going to add a drop-down menu. And then from here, I want to add 2 external links to place into my drop-down menu. So I'm going to drag and drop my external links directly into my drop-down. And here, I'm going to add a Facebook and a Twitter link directly into here. So I'm going to do this really quick for you. Again, all you have to do is click on the URL settings, add the link, click Update. And now you'll see that I have successfully added a drop-down menu, Stay in Contact, with my Facebook and my Twitter links right up here. So I just went ahead and again, just maximize my exposure of my social media. So now I have it down here as well as up there. But thank you very much for your question, Celeste. John, thank you very much for your question. Your question is there any way to add holiday theme music available to use, or do we have any in stock? We actually don't, but that is something I would definitely forward over to our development team to look over to. However, you are able to get maybe look up some royalty-free music from any royalty-free music websites out there for holiday theme music, and you're able to upload the music directly into your website, just as I've shown you earlier. But I definitely do appreciate that question, and we'll certainly forward that over to our development team. Katie, thank you very much for your question. You asked, if you add an external link, is it better to make it a standard link or an embedded link, and which is more professional? Typically, unless it's something like a video that you put on your website, I would typically recommend making it a standard link and opening up in a new window to view it. And the reason why I say that is because there are other sites out there that may not support any kind of lightbox window that opens up into your website for security purposes or whatever it may be. So if you add it as a standard link, open it up in a new window, they'd be able to view the information that you would like them to see. And then once they're done with it and close it out, your website is still up there. So they're still able to navigate around the website. But that is definitely a fantastic question, and I do appreciate it. All right, do we have any other questions out there at all?
All right, I'm really glad to see that a lot of you guys have typed in some feedback that you learned a lot today, so that's awesome news. Again, if you joined us a little late, we are going to have the video on YouTube on our channel, which is youtube.com/PhotoBiz. And again, we wanted to thank everybody for joining us today, and we do plan on seeing you in the next webinar. We're just going to load up a quick slide to show you what is coming up. So the next webinar will be how to create value for your photography so you can charge what you're worth, featuring Sarah Petty. I know a lot of people are real familiar with Sarah Petty. She wrote a great book that a lot of photographers have recommended, multiple books and publications, and she's an awesome photographer as well. So I would certainly look into signing up for that webinar if you have the chance before it fills up. And you can do that on our blog by going to blog.photobiz.com, or you can always just go directly through your account and click on the main icon and go to our corporate website as well. So we wanted to thank everybody again for joining us today, and we hope you have a great and happy holiday, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much.